my channel. Okay, so I thought, you know, while I have both the sizes here, that I will do a review of the extra mini Coco handle versus the small Coco handle. Now, it's quite obvious that this is the more popular size. Most people like the small Coco handle. I find that in the resale market, the extra mini Coco handle is the harder one to sell, it's slower to sell, and a lot of the time you end up seeing them even sell under the retail price. Firstly, before I dive into today's video and give you all the details on both of these bags, if you are new to my channel and you love all things luxury, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button below and also the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I try to have a weekend upload, and then I may also have a midweek upload as well. So both the bags, I'm just gonna do like the layman sort of stuff first, and we'll talk about like sizing and price, and then we'll do like more side-by-side sort of comparisons and what fits, that kind of thing. All right, so the small Coco handle, which is this one here, this was formerly known as the mini Coco handle because this was the smallest size that they had, but then the extra mini Coco handle came out. So the size of this one is 24 centimeters along here. It's 14 centimeters in its height, and that's just measuring that away. And then it's 10 centimeters in its depth. The top handle from the top to the bottom is 9 centimeters on this. Then the strap drop on the small Coco handle, it's around about 48 centimeters. So yeah, you pretty much just double that. So it's about 96, 97 centimeters in total. Then the extra mini Coco handle, it's 18 centimeters long. It's 13 centimeters in its height, that away, and then it's 8 centimeters in its depth. The handle drop from here to here, so from the top to the bottom, is 7 centimeters. And then the actual drop of this strap is 57 centimeters. So that means that the total length of this is around about 114, maybe 116 centimeters. Okay, so this is the strap from the small Coco handle, and then this is the strap from the extra mini to get them even. All right. So you can see that the obvious difference there, this is the small one and it's much shorter than that of the extra mini. And that is why the extra mini Coco handle, or the mini Coco handle, is quite clearly intended to be a crossbody bag. So that's how they look side by side. The top handle on the small is quite obviously higher. And then back to back, that's how they look. So this has got a smaller Mona Lisa pocket. It's quite obvious that you can see that there is a size difference there. This is the mini, that's the small, but they're one size to the next size, but there is an obvious sort of size difference. And then the handle is taller on this, the strap is shorter, the strap is longer. So they are really essentially, I don't feel like having both of them is redundant in any way, because the function of each of these is going to be very different, how you kind of use them. The only way that I can use this bag crossbody is adding on one of these pearl extenders. Now this is one that I do sell in my accessories store. If you are looking for like a extender for your small Coco handle to use a crossbody, I will link it down below. But to be completely honest, I still feel like even though using this extender strap on, it is still not as practical as the extra mini Coco handle in terms of using it crossbody. The crossbody aspect of the extra mini Coco handle is just far more comfortable. It feels more natural. The top handle on this bag, because it's bigger, when you do use it crossbody and then you open the bag up, like the handle kind of just gets in the way. It's just that little bit too big to like feel comfortable as a crossbody bag. It definitely works. For sure, a lot of people, you know, use pearl extenders and use this bag crossbody. But for me, I just find that the extra mini Coco handle is more comfortable crossbody. And that's because it was designed to be a crossbody bag. So that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, when this one opens up, like that top handle just doesn't seem to like get in the way of you. Like it kind of just, yeah, it doesn't like dig into you or anything. This though does. Just when I open it up like this and then I'm using it crossbody, it just kind of, I don't know what it is. It just kind of gets in the way. Like it's just not as, you know, if I didn't own this and I wouldn't really know any better, like to me it would be completely normal. But I think because I had the extra mini Coco handle first, I find it that more bothersome to use this crossbody. Using the bag, this can be top handle in the crook of your arm, or you can carry it, and like I said, shoulder bag, you can add a pearl extender and you can make it crossbody. This bag can only be in the crook of your wrist. You can't get it into the crook of your arm, but you can hold it like a top handle. On the shoulder, to me, I feel like it's a bit too long. It's more of a strap that's designed to be only exclusively crossbody. So there's a little bit less versatility in this bag than the small Coco handle. The Coco handle, there's more ways that you can use this bag, that's for sure. But it really comes down to how you prefer to use your bags. Chanel can be mysterious with their pricing because they don't have like e-commerce. But if I know the exact pricing at the time I'm uploading the video, I will put it in the description bar down below, but I'm sure it's going to change anyway. Totally forgot to do like a rundown of like the bag. So you probably already sort of noticed that, see this one, how it doesn't have an edge stitch on it, but this one does around the edging there. This one is like really puffy looking in contrast because there's no edge stitching. So this was what they used to have before. This has been the main design of the Coco handle, but then from 21A Métier d'Art collection in 2021, they actually started to now do edge stitching, and they've got this stitch along the back as well now that just goes just here, and whereas there's none here. So I think that this stitch kind of helps maybe with like creasing. I don't know, I'm not sure why they kind of changed it. Even on the sides as well, see how like it folds in, but then on this one it's got a stitch here rather than it being like folded in. So yeah, I don't know why they did that. Maybe it's to support the structure a bit more, because I think that I've seen that sometimes the older Coco handles kind of got a little bit of like a crushed sort of look, and then they creased a lot up around there. Maybe that's why they changed it. Also as well, this has the microchip inside, which is just, whoops, just down there sort of thing. It's just along there. Whereas this one actually has the serial number instead, which is just down like in the bottom of the bag, at the very bottom. So yeah, this is the old kind of style, I suppose, with the serial numbers, and then this is a new format with the microchip and the edge stitching. Insides of the bag though, they are fairly similar. So both leather lined. I think that now they do leather lined, whereas before I think this used to be fabric, if I'm not mistaken, but then since 21A or maybe even before that, they just started doing leather lining. So that's how the small looks, and then it's got a pocket just there, and it's got a zip pocket at the back. And then the same as well for the extra mini or mini Coco handle. It's the same concept, leather lined, pocket there in the middle, like a little center one, that's where I keep the authenticity card, and then there's a zip pocket at the back. So yeah, pretty comparable in the internal aspect, and that's how the flaps look. So let's do a rundown of what actually fits in the bag. So the small Coco handle is going to fit more, so I've prepared some more items. Let's start off with, you know what? Let's do it with the my big phone, because I'm going to show you first my extra large phone, which is the LG Velvet, and this is like an iPhone Max. So this can fit in the back pocket of the small Coco handle. But really what I actually use is a mini phone. So this is easily going to fit in the Coco handle as well. Like no problem. But for the sake of like doing a demonstration for the small Coco handle, I'll use the extra large phone. And then Bastia card holder. That's how that looks, like that. And that will easily close too with that being upright. Key pouch, hand sanitizer and a mask, and then sunglasses as well. How it looks, sunglasses on top. I could also fit in a lip balm as well. So yeah, there we go. That's how that looks, and that would close easily. So the small Coco handle, capacity wise, it fits a lot. It fits your essentials plus more, which is really cool. It does make the bag very convenient if you're wanting to use it for like, you know, carrying more items, that sort of thing. So yeah, it does fit a lot more. So if you are like a pack rat and you need to fit more items, because there's even more space to fit more in this bag, then the small Coco handle is definitely going to be for you. And especially if you have a large size phone as well. Extra mini Coco handle. I'm going to do the phone first. Let's just get this out of the way and state the obvious. So if you have an extra large phone like this, it is not going to fit in the extra mini Coco handle. It is not going to work. It's not going to happen. Like, you can't even force it in. Like, even if you look at that lengthwise, it's just not going to happen because it starts to trapeze in. So extra large phone, if you have a big phone, extra mini Coco handle or mini Coco handle isn't going to be for you. So I use a small size phone. This is the iPhone 12 mini. If you use like a Samsung flip phone, yeah, then you'll be fine with using the extra mini Coco handle. It fits just fine. So I'm going to put that at the back pocket there. Now, the other thing with that with fitting items into this bag, it is more like playing Tetris, and it is a little bit more cumbersome. It's not as easy as what it was to fill this bag up, because this is a tighter bag, it's smaller, it's a bit more constricting, the opening as well. So I've just put the card holder at the back next to the phone. And my keys. I feel like whenever I pack this bag, I'm always trying to figure out how to pack it. That's the only kind of annoying thing. It does fit everything I need, but it just requires a little bit more effort to pack your bag. So if you're in a bit of a rush, I mean, I suppose you don't really have to put much in your bag, so you've only really got to figure out a few items. So I've put the key holder just in the front there, and then my Bastia, which has got some cash and coins in it. I'm just going to put that in front of it as well. So like that. And then my lip balm, I can just fit on the side. Personally, I just forego the hand sanitizer. I've got hand sanitizer in my car, and then I have it in like my baby bag as well. So usually nowadays I just forego the hand sanitizer. So that's all that the extra mini fits. Whereas the small Coco handle, I had in there also my sunglasses, and then I easily fit the hand sanitizer. So it's quite obvious the small Coco handle fits a lot more, and it fits that extra large phone. So the decision really is going to boil down to, what do you need to carry, you know? Do you need to carry as much as what the small Coco handle fits in? Do you have a large size phone? Do you need to carry sunglasses? Are you kind of like me, where you really only need card holder, keys, your phone, and you use a mini phone, and that's about it? If you are only essentials only, like pure minimal essentials, then you really might enjoy the extra mini Coco handle, because it's very comfortable to use crossbody. When it's packed like this, I don't have any problems getting my stuff in and out. Personally, I like the extra mini Coco handle because I feel like it's more comfortable crossbody. I think it's a cuter bag. I just personally kind of prefer it, and that's why I haven't really used the small Coco handle. But I think that it would be a very different story if I didn't have both those Kelly bags. I feel like it's a very dressy bag, and it definitely can give the Kelly a run for its money. But ultimately, I prefer my Hermes Kelly bags when it comes to like having a dressy shoulder bag. Like, it really depends. If you just much prefer shoulder bags and crossbody bags, then you're gonna love the small Coco handle. Like I said, ultimately this is my preferred size. This is what I prefer to use due to that crossbody aspect, and it being a little bit easier to open, and when it's like on my body, I don't find the top handle annoying. But yeah, that's sort of my review of both these bags. It's definitely going to come down to personal preference. You know, what you need the bags to fit, how you're planning on using the bags, that kind of thing, what you already have in your collection. But I do feel like as an actual, like, say, like it's your first bag to Chanel, I think that the Coco handle is a very good buy, because it's much less than a classic flap. It's still very desired, very sought after. It's definitely a hot bag. It's got all the classic aspects. It was designed by Karl Lagerfeld. It's typically in caviar, which a lot of people prefer as well. So in terms of, like, you know, if you're really new to Chanel, I think that the Coco handle is really a good choice than even getting like the classic flap. Other than that would be like to get the mini flaps. I feel like the mini flaps are absolutely amazing. I love them. But that's because, like I said, I really love a crossbody bag, because I've got 2 kids, you know, and one's really young, and then the other one's, you know, only just of school age. So that is why my preference is more to this. But I think that as a starter bag, or if you're new to Chanel, the small Coco handle is probably the better way to go. I feel like it's the better bag in terms of that. But I have a vast collection, so I'm in a very different situation, and that's why I wanted to paint both those pictures. It really just depends on what bags you have at the moment, what you're looking for, you know, if you're new to Chanel, if you're not new, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that is it. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already, and that's always where I'll have the most amount of mod shots and, you know, me using my bags day to day and that kind of thing, and that might help you guys anyways. But yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.